Jeff Bezos wasn't born a billionaire. He was raised by a teenage mother, flipped burgers at McDonald's, and started Amazon in a garage. From humble beginnings, he built a trillion-dollar empire by obsessing over one thing: the customer. This is how Jeff Bezos invests: in ideas, in infrastructure, and in the future. Born in 1964, Jeffrey Preston Bezos entered the world, and even as a young child, he showed early signs of the ambition and ingenuity that would later define his career. Even as a toddler, his curious mind was always at work. One anecdote that perfectly illustrates this is the story of how he took apart his crib with a screwdriver at age 3. This wasn't just childish mischief. It was a demonstration of his innate desire to understand how things worked, to deconstruct and then, perhaps, reconstruct. These early family moments, filled with curiosity and exploration, laid the foundation for the innovative thinker he would become. He excelled academically, culminating in his role as valedictorian in high school, a testament to his dedication and intellectual prowess. The next chapter of his life took him to the prestigious halls of Princeton University. There, he immersed himself in the challenging fields of electrical engineering and computer science, disciplines that were rapidly shaping the future. He wasn't just a student, he was a sponge, absorbing knowledge and honing his skills in preparation for the technological revolution that was on the horizon. After graduating, Wall Street came calling, offering him a lucrative path in the world of finance. He accepted a high-paying job at a hedge fund, a position that many would consider the pinnacle of success. But the allure of a stable, high-paying job couldn't suppress his entrepreneurial spirit. Driven by a vision of the burgeoning internet and its potential to revolutionize commerce, he made a bold decision. He quit his comfortable Wall Street job to embark on a risky venture, selling books online from the confines of his garage. Reflecting on this pivotal moment, Bezos explained his rationale with simple yet profound words. "I knew that when I was 80, I'd regret not trying." Bezos launched Amazon in 1994. Books were only the beginning. His plan? Build the world's most customer-centric company. Your margin is my opportunity. He reinvested profits relentlessly, in warehouses, servers, and software. He wasn't chasing quarterly profits, he was building for the long term. Jeff Bezos, with his visionary leadership, built Amazon around 3 core principles that have guided the company's meteoric rise. These weren't just abstract ideas. They were the very foundation upon which Amazon's success was built, influencing every decision and shaping the company's culture. First, obsess over customers. This wasn't just about providing good service. It was about understanding their needs better than anyone else, and relentlessly working to exceed their expectations. Second, invent relentlessly. Bezos fostered a culture of innovation, encouraging his teams to constantly experiment, take risks, and push the boundaries of what was possible. Failure was seen not as a setback, but as a learning opportunity. Third, think long-term. Bezos famously prioritized long-term growth over short-term profits, a strategy that often frustrated Wall Street but ultimately proved to be incredibly successful. He was willing to make bold investments that wouldn't pay off for years, knowing that they would create lasting value for the company and its customers. He once said, encapsulating his strategic thinking, "If we can keep our competitors focused on us, while we stay focused on the customer, we'll be fine." This quote highlights Bezos's unwavering commitment to customer centricity and his belief that by obsessing over customers, Amazon could stay ahead of the competition. He famously ignored Wall Street's short-term pressures and focused on building essential infrastructure, most notably creating Amazon Web Services, or AWS. This bold move, initially met with skepticism, would ultimately become Amazon's most profitable division, revolutionizing cloud computing and solidifying Amazon's position as a tech industry leader. For years, Amazon showed little profit, but every dollar went back into innovation. While competitors were optimizing margins, Bezos was building moats. He once wrote, "We are willing to be misunderstood for long periods of time. That patience created dominance in retail, cloud, logistics, and AI." Bezos lives by what he calls a day-one mindset, staying hungry, nimble, and innovative. Even as Amazon grew, he insisted, "It's still day one." He wakes up without an alarm. He schedules high IQ meetings in the morning. He protects focus like an asset. In 2000, Bezos founded Blue Origin, a private space company. His vision? Millions of people living and working in space. I want my grandchildren's grandchildren to live in a civilization of abundance. Blue Origin is slow, methodical, and private, just like Bezos's early days at Amazon. In 2021, the business world watched as Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, stepped down from his role as CEO. It was a monumental moment, marking the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter for both Bezos and the company he built from the ground up. But even though he's no longer at the helm, his core principles, the very DNA of Amazon, continue to shape the company's direction and culture. These aren't just words on a wall. They're the guiding stars that drive innovation and decision-making at every level. First, focus on the long term. Bezos always emphasized that Amazon wasn't built in a day, a month, or even a year. It was the result of consistent, patient effort with a relentless focus on the future. This means making investments that might not pay off immediately, but that will create lasting value down the road. It's about thinking beyond the next quarter and envisioning where you want to be in 5, 10, or even 20 years. Second, reinvent constantly. In today's rapidly changing world, standing still is the same as falling behind. Bezos understood this, and he instilled a culture of continuous innovation at Amazon. This means always looking for new ways to improve, to experiment, and to disrupt, even if it means cannibalizing your own existing products or services. It's about embracing change and seeing it as an opportunity for growth. Third, stay customer-obsessed. This is perhaps the most well-known of Bezos's principles, and it's at the heart of everything Amazon does. It means putting the customer first, always, and working backward from their needs to create products and services that delight them. It's about listening to customer feedback, anticipating their desires, and going above and beyond to exceed their expectations. Fourth, take bold bets. Bezos wasn't afraid to take risks, and he encouraged his team to do the same. He knew that some bets would fail, but he also knew that the biggest rewards come from taking chances on innovative ideas. This means being willing to experiment, to fail fast, and to learn from your mistakes. It's about having the courage to pursue ambitious goals, even when the odds are stacked against you. As Bezos himself famously said, "If you decide that you're going to do only the things you know are going to work, you're going to leave a lot of opportunity on the table." This quote encapsulates his philosophy of risk-taking and innovation. It's a reminder that the greatest successes often come from venturing into the unknown and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. From humble beginnings in a garage, he turned a small online bookstore into one of the most powerful and influential companies in the world. And he did it without ever losing sight of what truly mattered: a clear vision, relentless execution, and the endurance to weather any storm. His legacy is a testament to the power of these principles, and they continue to inspire entrepreneurs and business leaders around the globe.